What is up, YouTube? So I deleted a couple of my videos because one, the guitar string snapped on me in the middle of a video, so yeah. And two, my first Kiss story video was way too fucking long, so I'm gonna redo it to where it's just short, sweet, to the point, you know what I'm saying? No need to go into details and bitching and complaining and all that. Yeah. The story of my first kiss, I do remember it fondly. I was ditching PE class my senior year of high school, and I had a pack of Salem full flavored cigarettes on me. And I was perfectly old enough to smoke, mind you, at the time. I just turned 18 or 19, so, you know, I might have been like, I think 19 years old at the time, so I was old enough to smoke. And about 4 blocks from NC, they had this house that was abandoned. I went and sat down on the stoop of the porch, basically the abandoned porch on the abandoned house. I'm sitting there smoking some cigarettes, listening to Cradle of Filth, you know, not really caring. As soon as gym class was over, I was going to go back to class the next period. Well, out of nowhere, these two girls come walking by. They were both homeschooled. And they were both smokers too, mind you, so keep that in mind. And they sit down next to me. They start smoking cigarettes, you know, and chit-chatting. Don't know how it happened, YouTube, but somehow they'd found out that at the time I'd never gotten my first kiss before from a girl. And one of them, even though she already had a boyfriend, she took pity on me, you know what I'm saying, and she let me get my first kiss on the lips, you know what I'm saying, and it was nice, you know. I had this bubble of happiness around me, YouTube. Well, after that, pretty much I walked back to NC for the last couple of classes that I had, and I was in such a good mood that day. You know, most people are when they get their first kiss from a girl. You know, when you're a guy and you're heterosexual, you get your first kiss from a girl, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then, after school that day, I walk home from the bus stop to my parents' house. I'm walking into my room, and halfway to walking to my room, I walk by my dad, and he smells the cigarettes on me, and naturally he proceeds to bitch and lecture and chew my ass and confiscate my cigarettes and all that, which I found a bit hypocritical considering that my dad used to chew tobacco. Personally, I don't care if you quit tobacco or not. If you used to do it, you still do not have any right to lecture somebody on tobacco use because you used to use it. You see what I'm saying? I posted this story on Facebook, and people are saying things like, oh, your dad's trying to help you. Girls don't like the smell of cigarettes. Okay, butt wipes. First of all, I got my first kiss from a girl who was a cigarette smoker like myself. Second of all, yeah, right here. And, you know, I could never forgive him for that. You know what I'm saying? As stupid and childish as that may sound. Now, my dad is not the worst dad out there. He's at least tried to be in my life and try to be there and help me out. But that was just one of many reasons why I'd never go to my dad asking for advice on girls. I pretty much figured all that shit out on my own. That was one thing that my dad missed out on with me growing up. And a lot of fathers, I'm sure they look forward, you know what I'm saying, to teaching their son, or trying to at least help their sons understand women a bit better. But that's one thing my dad missed out on. And the reason, another good reason why I should say, is because of my Asperger's. I got picked on in school quite frequently. And on top of that, I got rejected by the girls I had crushes on. So most of my high school life pretty much sucked. The only actual year of high school that I actually liked was my senior year, to be honest with you. But as soon as my dad find out what girl I liked, and very typical father-son behavior, my dad would fatherly tease me about what girls I liked and what have you. And I hated it because I got picked on in school. And on top of that, you know, when you're giving me shit about a girl I like who doesn't like me back, who is repulsed by the mere thought of me or sight of me, you know, it was just like he was reminding me of my rejections, basically. You know, my dad tried telling me, oh, well, I didn't have that many girlfriends growing up, but then somewhere it just changed, and then he starts bragging about his conquest again, and just, don't care. That's your life, man. I don't care. It's your story. You tell it like you want to tell it, you know. I've been thinking about going asexual, YouTube, and just giving up on relationships and shit. Now, the only con to that, to deny myself potential happiness with female companionship, would be that I'm alone the rest of my life, and I'm miserably alone. There's like 3 trade-offs to 1 negative. The first trade-off, there's less drama. Second trade-off, I'm not getting my heart ripped out and stomped on like a fucking cigarette butt. And the third trade-off is I don't run the risk of getting some bitch pregnant. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to catch nothing. I don't want to get no bitch pregnant, and I'm tired of getting rejected. So it's like, you know what? The asexual lifestyle is looking a bit more promising. And it's not like you see women banging down my door to come date me anyway. So I'd probably be doing the opposite sex a huge favor if I went asexual, honestly. Because I'm not that attractive. I'm as boring as watching paint dry. You know what I'm saying? People might say things like, well, your opinions might change once you meet Bailey. Yeah. If I meet her. Now, the first time Bailey tried to make plans to hang out with me, her boss called her at her job and told her to stay late. And by the time she got off work, it was too late for her to come over and hang out anyway. The second time she goes to make plans to hang out with me, she wants to host a party and hang out. Some asswipe gets into a car drunker than snot, runs over her dog. And I felt so bad when I found that out. Like, you have no idea, YouTube. I wanted to be there so I could give her a shoulder to cry on. You have no idea, YouTube. When I found that shit out, I was like, oh, dude, come on. The second time she tries to host a party to get me to hang out would be the day after New Year's Eve. And I went for Christmas vacation. I was visiting family out of town, and I had no idea if I was going to get back in town in time or not. So I let my homeboy Scotty know. I'm like, hey man, I'm out of town, so I don't know if I'll be back in town or not. Lo and behold, I get back in town just in time for the party. And I'm sitting here, I get all dressed up, looking all goth and sexy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Or at least trying to, with what I got, you know what I'm saying? And come to find out that Bailey wasn't sure if I was going to be in town or not that day, so she canceled the party. Then, she must have changed her fucking number or something. Because she loses my homeboy Scotty's phone number. And she talks to Scotty on a very rare occasion. On this one social media app for the phone. And the thing of it is it only works for certain phones. It doesn't work for the kind of phone that I have. And I can't just run the app on my computer, so, you know. And that's how Scotty knows what he knows, you know what I'm saying? How telemarketers had harassed Bailey to the point where she just said fuck it and decides to delete her fucking phone number and change it, basically. And somehow, I don't know how, but Scotty hasn't been able to get a hold of her new phone number. And, you know, every time I see Scott, almost every time I hang out with Scotty, I ask, hey, did Bailey call or text or whatever, you know? And nothing, you know? And it's been 3 months since the initial second party was supposed to start. So Bailey might have lost interest. Or maybe she's still interested and she hasn't been able to do anything about it yet. I don't know, you know? I really don't. But yeah, I remember my first kiss. It was quite nice. Some people's first kiss stories are awkward, and mine wasn't awkward, save for the fact that it was just sad because she took pity on me, you know. But, yeah. I can't scratch my nose without people accusing me of shit. Fucking love it. See, to me, YouTube, sleeping with somebody or fucking them, to me, that's not intimacy. It's not. Texting or calling somebody at 4 in the morning and then being there ready to listen, that's intimacy. I know when I get some money stacked together, I definitely need to get me some more guitar strings. And the only reason I deleted my latest guitar video is because the strings snapped on me halfway through playing. And it was so frustrating. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I figured out a way to fix my guitar without having to do any repairs so that And then it pulls that shit on me. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Oh well, that's life, you know. And in that video, I thought I had a replacement string, but the thinnest string I have doesn't fit. Great. You know, easy. Do you know how easy it would be for me to just give up on the dating scene? Super easy. Wouldn't even think twice about it. You know, in the back of my mind, I gotta wonder to myself if Bailey does want to meet me, she's probably a little bit hesitant to make plans just because every time she's tried to make plans to come hang out with me, something always comes up. And it's a minor inconvenience, but shit happens, as they say. Now, people would say if you want women to find you attractive, you gotta have more confidence in yourself. And I have zero confidence in myself. So, and too much confidence and you come off as an arrogant prick. I'm just saying. Not only that, but from what I've been told, Bailey also has Asperger's, and she hasn't been treated too nicely by guys. So, you know, that could also play a huge part in it as well. You know. And my homeboy Scotty's trying to set me up with this girl, and, you know, meets her at a party. And they get to talking. And this is a quote from my homeboy Scotty. He's like, you know, dude, I could have tapped that, but it's like a Cupid block. I'm like, a Cupid block? What do you mean? And he goes, well, the more I was talking to her, the more he's like, dude, this is the female version of me. This is, or me specifically, not him, you know. She had mentioned having a disorder or something like that, and then my homeboy Scotty goes, oh yeah, my friend Josh has a disorder. And she goes, oh, what of? And he mentions my Asperger's. And she goes, oh, that's weird because I have it too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the potential out there that there's a girl out there who has the same exact goddamn mental disorder that I have and is practically into the same things I'm into. It just sounds too good to be true, YouTube. Not only that, but Bailey supposedly plays guitar. Yeah. The idea intrigues me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I'd like to meet her, but I don't want to wait the rest of my fucking life too, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing of it is too, is Bailey was thinking about going asexual too because of the dating scene and what have you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. This is just all what I've heard from my homeboy Scotty, who I've never once had any reason not to trust him, you know what I'm saying? Not once, you know. And people can make all the excuses they want, you know. I get so sick and tired of it when people say that Scotty's just using me for cigarettes. And it's like, no, he's not. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm out of cigarettes, he hooks me up with cigarettes. And whenever he's out of cigarettes, I hook him up with cigarettes. It's just how it is, you know what I'm saying? That's what homies are for, damn it. Well, Scotty is leaving Casper, Wyoming as soon as he gets off probation. So, yeah. Which will be the day before Halloween this year. So, yeah. Scotty leaves Casper. It might become a little bit harder for Bailey to get a hold of him. It might, you know, and if that happens, then, yeah. Oh well, life goes on. Well, anyway, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you all later.